Hello students, this is Katie here, and in this video I am going to teach you the two English grammar topics, that is alliteration and confused words. Today in this video we are going to do alliteration alliterations and confused words. These topics I am going to cover in this video. So you can see here that alliterations and confused words. I have already told you and explained you what are alliterations. The repetitions of words are called alliterations, where the repetitions of alphabets. When in a particular sentence the same alphabet or the same phonetically sound alphabet, when they repeat itself in a phrase, it is called alliterations. And confused words are those words which are generally phonetically, it looks alike, it phonetically it is heard alike, but they both have different meanings. So these topics I am going to cover in this video today. So keep on watching this video and pay attention. First of all, I am going to teach you about alliteration. I am going to explain you about alliteration now. All of you know what are alliterations. I have already covered this topic before, but because there was no video on this topic, that's why I have decided to make this video. Okay, generally what is alliteration? Alliteration is a figure of speech in English. That figure of speech of English where alliteration means repetition occurs. How repetition occurs? I am showing you by giving a proper example. Pay attention. See this sentence. Peter Pumpkin played with Paul. You can see here in this example what you can observe. In Peter P, then Pumpkin P, then Plate P, and then Paul P. All these have been repeating. Repetition is taking place line by line. Peter Pumpkin played with Paul. Here the phonic sound P is particularly repeated again and again in this phrase or in this sentence. So this is an example of alliteration. Here what happens where alliteration takes place. Now another example of alliteration I am going to give you. See here. Jolly Joker jammed the Jojo road. So here also you can see Jolly J, Joker J, Jammed J, Jojo J. Here again the repetition of phonetical sound J is repeating again and again. Here J, 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 J. So here again alliteration have taken place. So you have seen wherever any repetition is taking place, at that time the figure of speech alliteration take place. Okay? Now I am going to give you a proper sentence where alliterations has been utilized. You see? See here, Peter's Papa, Paul played with him Piper pot. So here this is a particular sentence where you can see Peter's Papa Paul played with him Piper pot. Here the repetition of P has taken place everywhere. P, P and P. So this is a proper example of alliteration. So with these examples, what we have seen? With this example we have seen that what is alliteration? Alliteration is that figure of speech in English where repetitions of a particularly phonetically sound take place in a phrase or in a sentence one after the other. Okay? Now I am going to explain you about confused word. Now I am going to explain you about confused words. Confused words. Some people or some students and teachers take confused words as homonyms. But I would like to tell you, confused words is not actually homonyms. But some scholars, some teachers and some students take it as homonyms. But homonyms have different meaning. Anyway, what are confused words? This whole world is confused. Sometimes you are confused, sometimes I am confused. Everyone is confused. Why we get confused? Generally, why any people get confused? Any people get confused when they get similar things, one after the other, right? When any people get similar things, at that time we generally get confused. Suppose I have a friend and now his face is identically same with another person, I don't know. But suppose when I went to the market and I have seen another person which resemble the same person like my friend, which resemble my friend actually, which look alike same. So obviously I will be also confused and think that person to be my friend, whose face matches with my friend. So this is the reason why we get confused. So we get confused generally when we get similar things with each other. So like that happens in grammar. When two different words, but they have same phonic sound, when they matches with each other, they have different spellings, but their pronunciation are same. At that time, that word is called either confused word or homonym. What is a homonym first? Homonyms are words. Homonyms are a group of words, or homonyms are two words which have different spellings, different meaning, but same phonic sound. They can be heard same, identical, but they have different meanings. For example, there and there. You can see this there mean possession, and this there mean location. Then another homonyms we may say, or confused words I may say, is this. She and she. This she mean the female of he. This she is a feminine gender. This is the pronouns of any female person, she. And this she mean verb, to see anyone, to watch anyone, this she. So these two words there, see, they may be heard alike, but they have different meanings. So these are called confused words, or these may be called homonyms. Now I may give you more examples. K-N-O-W, no, and N-O-W, now. Though they have different pronunciation, but they have different spellings. This no and this no totally different from each other. This no means verb I know. That means I have in my knowledge. To know something is called I know. But here now, here this now mean now, right now, at present tense. Okay? So these two again have two different words, but having two different meanings, but they are looking alike. They are confused. They are called homonyms. More example I am going to give you. E-I-G-H-T, 8, and this is A-T-E, 8. So these 8 mean, this is number in English, and this 8 mean we are eating something. Okay? Now H-A-R-E, hair, and H-A-I-R, hair. These totally, they have same pronunciation. In this you can see H-A-R-E, hair. It is an animal which look like rabbit, and this H-A-I-R, hair mean these hair, the body parts. Okay? So again these two, they phonetically they can be heard alike, but they have different meanings. So they are homonyms and confused words. Again, one more example I would like to tell you. Man, M-A-N, man, and this is main, M-A-N-E, main. This man means human beings, like I am a man, okay? And this mane mean, you must have seen lion, they have different hair around the body. That is called mane. So here we can see there, see, no, now, eight, hair, and man and mane. So these all words, they can be confused. Phonetically they have same sound. It can be heard same, but their meanings and their applications are different. So that is why they are called confused words, or simply we may say homonyms. So I hope you have understood what are confused words and homonyms, and I have also explained you alliterations. Now I am going to show you a short explanation, you watch that also for your better understanding. Okay? So students, you can see here the alliteration. Alliteration definition is here. You can see here. What is alliteration? Here is a quick and simple definition. Alliteration is a figure of speech in which the same sound repeats in a group of words, such as the B sound in B. In Bob brought the box of bricks to the basement. Here the repetitions of B is here. The repeating sound must occur either in the first letter of each word or in the stressed syllables of those words. Some additionally key details about alliteration are as follows. You must always keep this in mind. Some additional key details about alliteration are as follows. First, alliteration is the repetition of sounds, not just letters. Next, alliterative words don't have to be right next to each other. Other words can appear between them. Next, alliteration is found often in poetry and prose, as well as in commercial writing, like brand names and marketing taglines. So these are some of the basic facts which you should keep in mind about alliteration. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now, understanding the rules of alliteration. Alliteration is complicated enough, and there are enough misconceptions about it that it is worth taking a closer look at the rules that cover how alliteration works. Alliteration doesn't require sequential words. The repeated sounds of alliteration do not have to appear in sequential words, one immediately after another. A phrasal can still contain alliteration if the repeated sound are separated by other words. For example, for instances, the example below is alliterative despite the a and of. Peter picked a pecker of pickled peppers. Here all the repetition you can see with green color, P, 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 P. Next rule, alliteration refers to repeating sounds, not letters. Alliteration is not just about repeated letters. It is about repeated sounds. For example, crooks conspire with the kind king. This example is alliterative because the C and K produce the same sound even though they are different letters. So I hope you will keep this rule in mind always. Now I want to tell you more. So come forward. Here, this rule also you can keep in mind. Alliteration, first syllables and stressed syllables. Some people believe that alliteration occurs whenever the repeating sounds occur in the first syllable of a word, while others argue that alliteration only occurs when the sounds occur on stressed or emphasized syllables. People holding these two separate views on alliteration would disagree on whether the following two examples are alliterative or not. First example, Dan declares that he deserves to debate. Here, repetition of D is done. And next example, crooks conspire with the unkind king. Here, C and K repeated. In the first example, the D sound clearly occurs in the first syllable of each word. But in three of the words, it occurs on an unstressed syllables. Declares, deserve, debate. In the second example, it occurs in the second syllables of unkind. But the second syllables is the stressed one, unkind. So which side is right? The short answer is that both definitions of alliteration are currently accepted. But not so long ago, only the stressed syllables version of alliteration was considered legitimate. Even today, many people who really care about alliteration, poets, for instance, would insist that the stressed syllable viewpoint is correct. One more interesting fact I would like to tell you that alliteration is also used in marketing. Alliteration examples in marketing. Marketing copywriters often the alliteration often use alliteration. Marketing copywriters often use alliteration because it can help make phrases and sentences fun to say and easy to remember, perfect for taglines such as maybe she is born with it, maybe it is Maybelline. Sneakers satisfies. Be all that you can be. Find your future in the army. So alliteration is also a tool that many companies use in their branding, so their names roll off the tongue more easily and stick in your head. For example, Best Buy, Canon camera, Krispy Kreme, Kit Kat, and there are many more examples. Bed Bath and Beyond, alliteration example in superheroes. Alliteration example in superheroes also. The number of superheroes or super villains whose names, super names, or alter ego names are alliterative is frankly astounding. The name just a few: Bruce Banner, Clark Kent, Green Goblin, J. Jonah Jameson, Jessica Jones, Lois Lane, Silver Surfer, Steven Strange, Teen Titans. And not only that, illustration examples in branding also. So there are many things which you should know about alliteration. So I hope till here you have understood well. Okay. I hope you have understood this video and like it. So keep on watching my video. Good luck. See you soon. Goodbye.